Alrighty, we're walking across the street to the biggest shopping mall here in Oslo, Oslo City, and everything is supposed to be closed, but there's still plenty of people going to the mall here. So I just want to check it out. I mean, today is the first day of the coronavirus shutdowns here, and January 23rd. January 23rd. So months and months behind every other country in Europe. They're finally shutting down here. But that doesn't really mean it's shut down. Safety first. Alright, let's walk through the mall here. So, looks like there's, well, all the shops are closed, but there's plenty of people out. Plenty of people walking around. I'm kind of curious just to maybe walk around downstairs here. Yeah, okay, so there's, well, yeah, there's people. Let's see, the smoothie shop is open. And the nail salon looks like they're open. And of course, the pharmacy upstairs is open. Well, a lot of people downstairs. I don't know where they're all going, but there's a lot of people downstairs. That's for sure. Huh. Bizarre. Alright. Well, let me just take you over here to see the atrium. Now there's definitely, shops are closed, but people are just hanging out in the shopping mall, I think. Upstairs there is the pharmacy, which is allowed to stay open. Only the grocery stores and the pharmacies are supposed to stay open during this shutdown period. But there's no restrictions on being outside over here, right? There's no restrictions on being outside. There's no restrictions on your day-to-day life. Everything is just a recommendation here in Oslo. So that means there's plenty of people just going about with their lives, and of course going mall running and everything. I mean, as you saw outside, there's plenty of crowds outside in the streets and stuff. Okay, I guess I'll go up on the escalator. I actually have never been to this shopping mall before, so this is my first time here, so I don't really know my way around. But I think, well, we'll just figure it out from here. All right, let's just go upstairs. So here's the safety first, of course. So this is how the mall looks. One of the cool things to see is that the Vinmonopolet is closed. That's the official wine store. So everything was open for the last couple of months, for the summer, except for bars. They closed the bars down in November. Rather, they didn't close the bars. They just said you cannot sell alcohol outside of a store. So you couldn't sell alcohol in a bar or in a restaurant or whatever. The bars theoretically didn't have to close. But the store and the Vinmonopolet stayed open. That is the official government-run alcohol store here. But since starting today, even that is closed. So I don't think there's any way to get alcohol anymore right now. Huh. Actually, now that I think about it, there's no way to get alcohol right now. You can't get it at the Vinmonopolet, which is the only place you can buy alcohol here in Norway. It's the official government-run alcohol store, and you can't get it at the bars or the restaurants because they stopped the sale of that back in November in the first round of coronavirus restrictions. So I wonder. Oh shit! I should have stocked up on alcohol. Oh well. All right, we're going into the train station right now. Um, And no surprise, it is quite bustling on a Saturday afternoon. It is not rush hour by any means. The supermarket's obviously open. Let's just walk through the shopping mall area here. Okay, so not a whole lot of people out. Not not a whole lot of people out. So not a whole lot of people out, but well, a few of the shops are open. That's probably why they keep them all open. I guess the nail salon is open. The subway ahead of me is open. So it is not exactly deserted here. Yeah, like the subway there is open as well. But this feels quite different from my walk through the mall in Berlin a couple of months ago. I don't know if you remember the video that I posted back in April, but the mall, Alexa, was deserted, right? It was deserted. This mall here is obviously not deserted. Neither this Buporten here in the train station or the Oslo city. So, and the thing is that folks here complain that the restrictions are a little bit too strict. And the thing is that it is stricter than what they've had, but I think a lot of folks have not left Norway in the last couple of months, because if they had, they would definitely have seen a Walking Dead world. A Walking Dead world that really you don't have here in Norway. And I'm quite happy for that. I mean, I'm happy that I can live my life quite normally and enjoy my day-to-day life. I don't think there's very many places in the world where I'd be allowed to do that, to be honest. So I think this is pretty special. And despite this really relaxed approach, Norway has had the lowest COVID infection rate here in Europe. I mean, they have about 500 deaths out of a population of about 5 million. And that puts it at a death rate of about 100 per million, which is 15 times lower than the unfortunate leader in this category, Belgium, where their death toll is around 1,500 per million. Despite that, the death rate here is still much higher than the more successful Asian countries, such as Taiwan. Taiwan has managed to keep their numbers so low with extremely stringent quarantine measures and stuff. They've only had 7 deaths in a population of 25 million. So if you compare it to that number, Norway's rate is a good 300, 400 times higher. So, I mean, it's good by Western European, European and of course American standards, but by no means is the measure here perfect, right? But it kind of baffles me in a way, because the only country that's really more chilled than here is Sweden. All right, the only country that's more chilled than Norway is Sweden, and Sweden has had a much higher death rate, right? And Norway has had a much lower death rate, and I can't quite explain it. I mean, the Norwegians attribute it to really successful control of the virus and really successful policies and whatever. It might be true, but I haven't really noticed it. I mean, when I arrived here a few months ago, I'm like, man, this is crazy. It is crazy normal. It was a level of normalness I had not seen anywhere here in all my travels throughout Europe and US. I don't really want to say where I traveled because I think people might not be happy to hear that I've been traveling so much. But, I mean, I haven't traveled that much. I travel a lot less than I usually do. So, you know, let's just put it at that. But it's pretty crazy. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Good.
What's up?
You have YouTube channel?
Huh?
You have YouTube channel?
I want to have one eventually. Right now, no YouTube though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
What's up?
Yeah. So, do you speak Norwegian?
No, no Norwegian. I'm just traveling. So,
Good, it's
yeah. What's up, man?
It's Corona, no?
Indeed, Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about the shutdown?
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like everything is closed, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Enjoy, guys.
Bye.
All right. Friendly locals, friendly kids. Right. It's actually getting quite late. Right now. It's already ooh, gosh. About 4 p.m. or so. And so I think, you know, the streets are getting quiet. Earlier today when I was out, the streets were definitely much more full. But since the sun is now setting and it's getting quite a bit chillier than it was earlier, I think a lot of folks are starting to go home. But yeah, this is Oslo. It is bustling here. I still haven't really figured out why or how they've been really successful in keeping their numbers low by European standards. Mask usage here is quite low, mask enforcement is non-existent really, and the shutdown, well, just basically started today, but it's not really a shutdown since everybody's out. What's up? What's up? What do you guys think about the shutdown and everything?
It's so bad. Good. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Corona is bad.
Corona is bad. I agree.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. I think a lot of people are happy to. We're always happy to see me vlogging here, especially the kids. They always just want to come and say hi. So, okay. Alrighty. Well, I think that's all I gotta say. Let me. I'll check in with you maybe in another week's time. Maybe Oslo will reopen. Maybe not. These measures are supposed to be temporary until January 31st. So 1 week. Let's see what happens.